when can social media have a negative impact on your health? I'm KYW Newsradio medical editor, Dr. Brian McDonough. There is no doubt that social media can be a lot of fun. It can keep you connected. And actually, it's one of the big developments that we've had in the last 15 years. But when can it be too much? Like, when are you getting into trouble? One of the concerns, one of the red flags that you should see is if you are spending numerous hours on social media. In other words, you're spending so much time on social media, you're not getting other work done. Another way of looking at it is, are you looking at it during the evening when you should be resting, sleep time? Is it taking over at those particular times of the day when you really should just be shutting down? And finally, are you finding yourself irritated by social media? That's a real potential danger because there are algorithms and other ways that messages can be sent to you based on what you click and what you say. And those things can actually get you into a wormhole of sorts where you're on one topic and you can't get out. All of those things are potential concerns. This time of year, the end of the summer, August, is a time when many families travel. Many people go away, but many people don't. Well, when people go away, they tend to send the best pictures, the best summaries of where they are. And if you're at home or your vacation isn't going so well, you might believe that your life just isn't that great. Look at what other people are doing. You have to realize what many people do. They actually go out there and they try to find the perfect photo, the perfect image, the perfect setup to send to everyone to impress them. In fact, they may actually spend much of their vacation trying to get that image. Two dangers there. First of all, if that's you, are you really enjoying your vacation, or are you out there working or trying to show everyone you're having fun? That's a problem in and of itself. But the second thing is, if you're looking at it, you tend to see unrealistic expectations. You're seeing the best photo in the person in the best light, in the best condition, the one they wanted everyone to see. And then you look in your mirror and you see yourself on a daily basis. You're not going to compare well. No one will, because you haven't set up everything to make yourself look so good. So understand that what you're seeing is not necessarily reality. This is particularly important if you're in that 13 to 18 age group where image and getting along with others and public perception are so important. If you are believing these things, you can really get anxious or depressed pretty fast. Certainly, there are numerous apps. There's child protective apps, all sorts of things you can get in the world of social media. But when I talk to my patients, I found something very effective, and it's old time, but it works in social media. Plot out what you do. In other words, when you're on social media, just jot down for yourself how much time you spent on social media and where you were. Doesn't have to be exact, just an idea. Do it for a couple weeks. Take a look at how much time you're spending on it and where you're spending that time. Then evaluate what you think is appropriate for you. If you think it's fine, fine. But if you want to cut it back, look at how you can cut it back and in what ways you want to. I mean, there's certain things that we have to do on social media just to keep up. That's understandable. It's associated with work, many other things. But there's lots of times that people, as they say, they doom scroll or they go through and they're just mindlessly looking at their phone. That's when it can become particularly dangerous. And also it can impact your life. And we're seeing that a lot with younger people because much of the interaction is on social media. I think as we move forward in healthcare, social media has to be one of the big conversations we have with our patients, or you as a patient seeing your physician. I mean, things like smoking, alcohol, social media is right there. Doesn't mean social media is all bad, but when is it bad and what's it doing? Is spending time on the phone keeping you from exercising and taking care of yourself? Are you more concerned with a picture of what you're eating than maybe getting the foods that you should be eating? Are you purchasing things or using your leisure time as a result of something that's been sold to you? And finally, and perhaps most important, I talk to my patients all the time about is don't believe everything you see on social media. I grew up in a generation where we believed everything we saw on television because it had to be true if it was on television. Well, it wasn't always true what was on television. A lot of time there were marketing ploys and we were misled. But social media, there's no rules. So I don't even know how you know what to trust when it really comes down to it. And as we enter the world of AI, it's only going to get more complex. So you have to be your best advocate, and we need to get control of it now. Got a question? Email me at askdrbrian@kywnewsradio.com.